I don't even know where to go with this today. You guys, some crazy MK Ultra synchronicity is happening to me. Um, so let me start off by saying yesterday I was outside, not at the studio, at our house, and I was in the backyard with my daughter, and what I'm guessing was a monarch butterfly, right? Because it was orange and black. So that's why I'm saying it was a monarch butterfly. Like, I'm no scientist. I don't know bugs like that, but an orange and black butterfly that looked just like a monarch butterfly landed on me yesterday. And I just thought it was funny. I was going to take a picture and post it to social media to show you guys. So, you know, I moved as slowly as I could, and I got my phone out. And before I could get a picture of the butterfly on me, it flew away, right? So, you know, I didn't think much of it. The moment passed, and that was that, you know. Butterfly landed on me, not a big deal. So then today, synchronicity hit me again. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a brief little glimpse of what I came across. Now, I've always researched MK Ultra, right? But I've even researched back to where it was first created in Germany, and I looked at all that information. But there is some factual information about MK Ultra that I've never went through. And somebody sent it to me. They wanted me to go over it. It's 127 pages, all right? And it was released on a .gov website, you know what I mean? It's legit. It's declassified facts about MK Ultra. Here, I'll give you a glimpse. There's the first page. That's the cover sheet. This morning when I got it, I briefly went through it. But let me finish. So yesterday, the monarch butterfly landed on me. Then today, somebody sent me this, and I will post the link in the description of this video when we're done. You guys can go to the .gov archives. You can look at the declassified documents. It's 127 pages. I went through it not very closely. I just glanced through it. We're going to go through a little bit here on stream. But I said to Sabrina, I said, wow, this is awesome. This is like proof of MK Ultra. And I hurried up. I sent Ryan a little message. I said, bam, go to this website, .gov. There's all your facts, dude. So first of all, for me glancing at the MK Ultra declassified documents, one thing I noticed is that MK Ultra stuff is gang stalking. Like, they basically they don't get deep into the tactics, but they basically admit to gang stalking in the MK Ultra declassified documents. And this is why I say that, because they say some of, hold on, what's the keyword? Let me show you the keyword. There's a keyword why gang stalking and MK Ultra goes together. Hold on, I think it was on like the third or fourth page. What's the word? We might have to come back to it in a minute. Okay, right here. It's right here. Here's one of the things it says. Sub-projects involving tests on unwitting subjects. That's gang stalking, right? When you're using drugs and hypnosis on unwitting subjects, that's people who don't know you're doing it, right? That's what that means, right? Because I just briefly glanced through this. I haven't broke it down yet, right? But this isn't the end of the synchronicity. So I got that document, or I got a link to the document. Here, I think I can show you. I'll show you. This is on a .gov site, you guys. This is, where is it exactly? This is www.intelligence.senate.gov. And this was a declassified file in a hearing they had and a report that was submitted. So, like, I mean, this is official, real deal, declassified documents, okay? It's not...
No, this is a force
it's not
to be reckoned with.
propaganda. I mean, it might be propaganda, you know, our government. But, I mean, it's not something some conspiracy theorist is drug out and posted on the internet. You can go to the actual government's website and read it in their own words. You see what I'm saying? So I sent it to Ryan, and now I know Ryan probably does believe in MK Ultra mind control, but I sent it to him and I was like, read this, dude. Like, this should shake your reality. If you're still doubting that everything is controlled and all these Hollywood entertainers are not mind-controlled puppets, if you're still doubting that, go ahead and glance through these 127 pages, and you will look at everything differently. But, the synchronicity doesn't end there. This is about to get really freaking scary. I'm going to bring it out, and I'm going to show you guys right now on camera. It can't be in the light very long. God, it's like I got a gremlin. You guys, do I got a gremlin? Do I got one of them mogwais that if you get it wet or feed it after midnight, it turns into a gremlin and you got to keep it in the dark? You guys, I got something right over there, right off camera. Woo! Synchronicity hit me with a brick in the head today. That's why I'm live right now. I didn't prepare this. But all these things keep happening, so I'm like, I'm going live. I got to share this. I wish I was live streaming my life, to be honest. Because as these moments happened, you guys would have been like, oh my gosh, that's a sign. Like, that's a sign. You gotta dig deeper into mind control, right? But hold on. Should I go get it? It's not supposed to be in the light, and I got some pretty bright lights right here. You guys are gonna freaking flip. Let me go get it. What in the heck is going on with synchronicity in my life? You guys, I walk outside this morning after just glancing through these 127 pages of declassified info about the MK Ultra Mind Control program. I go outside and the old woman, she says, "Hey, I got something. You'll probably think it's really neat." And I said, "What?" She said, "Hold on, let me go get it." And she carried this out. I'm trying to get it in focus a little better. I'll post some close-ups on my Instagram at jonxarmy.com. At jonxarmy on Instagram, sorry. I'll post some close-ups. This thing is a monarch butterfly. How creepy is that? She came out with this piece of paper, Greek for gold, pronounced chrysalis, is the pupa stage of the caterpillar, also called larva. It is the last stage before the monarch butterfly emerges. In nature, this pupa is usually formed on the underside of logs, boards, or branches, out of direct sun and protected from rain. You want to imitate that same environment. Keep your pupa out of direct sun and water. So they raise these larvae in captivity, and they enter into each stage of the butterfly cages. So anyway, this old woman that, like, I've helped her out. I've trimmed her branches. You know, I do what I can for her. She lives alone next to my house, not the studio. She said, "Hey, I was at the hospital, and one of the ladies that works up at the hospital gave this to me. And it's like a green, hard shell, and it's covered in little, it looks like specks of gold, like little gold jewels." I said, "Did they decorate this before they gave it to you?" And she said, "No, they're beautiful, they're beautiful." And, I mean, it is kind of pretty. It's like a little jewel on a stick. I'm sorry it's out of focus. I can't do a close-up right now because my cameras, I like them on manual. So if I was to get up and go over there, I'd have to like adjust it for the close-up, and then I'd have to readjust it from across the room. It would just be a lot more work than it's worth. So I will post these on Instagram at jonxarmy. I will post close-ups so you can see the detail of this monarch butterfly. So yeah, that is creepy. Yesterday, a monarch butterfly landed on my shoulder. Today, somebody sent me the declassified MK Ultra documents from the .gov website. They're legit. And then I walk outside this morning, and the neighbor lady gives me a monarch butterfly. You guys, is that synchronicity or what? So, I told her, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take pictures of it in every stage as it's hatching. And then what do I do when when it hatches, what do I do? Like, keep it in a cage and then take it outside, or what? But how weird is that? I don't even know. Like I said, I have nothing prepared, you guys. I just go live with all this info. Like, it's like 3 things in the past 24 hours to do with monarch butterflies have just came into my life. It's freaky. Like, are they sending me a message? Is the Illuminati sending me a message that they're coming for me if I keep it up? I don't know. I don't think so. I just think it's synchronicity. I think there's more truth to be revealed with MK Ultra. I think it's a big wake-up sign. I can't wait to get Ryan in the studio and see this monarch butterfly and go through some of these declassified documents. Here, should I leave it on camera? Maybe it'll be in more focus over here. I don't want to put it right in the light, though. I don't know. So anyway, I'm growing a monarch butterfly, you guys. God, I hope that doesn't make me one of them, right? Just because I'm growing a monarch butterfly. This doesn't mean I'm one of them, does it? I'll leave it right there on screen, out of focus. But yeah, that is so Tez, that just it blows my mind. But hey, I said to Sabrina before this whole monarch butterfly thing, when I first got the link to these declassified documents, right? I said to her, yo, how do we go through these on live and it not be absolutely boring? Because I knew when I came across them, I was going to have to share them with you guys no matter what, right? Don't delete this. I'd like to watch the rest later. I got you. I'm thinking it's about to get really boring, you guys, if we go through this paperwork. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to go through this paperwork or not? I kind of want to go through the paperwork, but maybe I should read it on my own and take notes off stream and come back and hit you guys with a synopsis of what I've found. Yes, read it. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes right now, and no one reads it. Can you post a link? Yeah, let me see if I can post a link right now. I'll post a link at the end. I'll put in the description of this video, I will put the link to the .gov website. Right now, we'll run through it for like 5 minutes. We'll just glance through. Like I said, I took one little look so far, so we'll glance through for a minute. All right, guys, let me move me down here, and we'll go over it for a second. All right. Let's see what we got. So first of all, this is www.intelligence.senate.gov. So it's a government website. This is real paperwork. This is not something some conspiracy theorist has wrote and uploaded to the internet. Project MKUltra, the CIA's program of research and behavioral modification. Joint hearing before the Select Committee on Intelligence and the Subcommittee of Health and Scientific Research. Committee on Human Resources, United States, 95th Congress. And this was August 3rd, 1977, you guys. It opens with a list of people in attendance and people in the certain committees. I'm not going to go through the names. I glanced through them. I want to say one of the only names I recognized was, I want to say Kennedy. Am I wrong? Who was president in 1977, you guys? I'm coming to the chat. Somebody tell me who was president in 1997. Or 1977, I'm sorry. Somebody let me know. Was it Kennedy? Somebody type it in the chat. Oh, Edward M. Kennedy, Massachusetts chairman. So, okay, it's not President Kennedy. It's not President Kennedy. Let me clarify that. So I didn't recognize any of these names when I first checked it out. We got some admirals. We got Central Intelligence Agency. We got a lot of top people here. This part I haven't read yet at all. Although it does, the president knows about this. The president was in attendance, I believe. In fact, it's my expectation that the president will soon announce his decisions on how he has decided the intelligence agencies of the United States shall be organized. Blah, 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 blah. But here's where it starts to get good. Right. Okay, so here's one thing I noticed off the top. This was the first thing I saw earlier. Destruction of MK Ultra files in 1973. The 1963 report on MK Ultra by the Inspector General notes on page 14, present practice is to maintain no records of the planning and approval of the test programs. You guys see that? Their standard operating procedure for MK Ultra is to not keep any paperwork or any evidence, and that's outlined in this Senate hearing right here. So when your friends and family tell you it's fake and it's not real and it's not happening, you can't even prove that it is. You know what I'm saying? Because right here, our own government tells us they are not going to keep any evidence of the programs they're running. This is probably the only piece of real MK Ultra evidence that we have in existence, because they state it themselves right here that they're not going to keep any records, they're not going to keep any evidence. Billy Bird, I'll blow it up for you. Thank you for saying that. You're right. You're exactly right.
Now, this is a force
Billy
to
Bird,
be
best
reckoned
troll on the
with.
internet, you guys. Hold on, let me blow it up. So, I mean, they say in their own hearing, like, other than this hearing, we are not going to keep any records of the programs we're running that involve MK Ultra. You guys see that? Destruction of files. Like, they literally admit they're destroying the files and they're keeping no evidence, you guys. You see that? Before we go any further, I'll let you guys get a chance to read that. Like I said, when the video's over, I will post the link in the description. Let's keep going through it. When I reported to you last on the matter, my staff had not yet had an opportunity to review the newly located material in depth. It's now been accomplished, and I'm in a position to give you a description of the contents of the recovered material. So we probably need to go back and see who is writing this right now. The prepared statement of Admiral Turner, you guys. You see this? So whoever Admiral Turner was, we're back in time now. We're in 1977. In 1977, he found documents from 1963 about MK Ultra, and this is his prepared statement of what he's found. And he started off by telling us that the details, moreover, was probably not wholly attributable to the destruction of MK Ultra files in 1973. The 1963 report on MK Ultra was the Inspector General notes on page 14. Present practice is to maintain no records of the planning and approval of test programs. So that lets us know a few things right there. In 1973, they destroyed all the files. The oldest files this admiral could find on MK Ultra were from 1963, and this report was presented to the Senate in 1977. So those are some facts we get right off the bat, and now we know they keep no records of the testing programs and approvals, and they destroy the evidence. That's standard operating procedure. It is highly classified. How the material was discovered and why it was not previously found. The nature of the recently located material. How much new information there is in the material which may not have previously been known to the Senate investigators. To begin, as how we discovered these materials. The material had been sent to our retired records center outside of Washington and was discovered there as a result of the extensive search efforts of an employee charged with responsibility for maintaining our holdings on behavioral drugs and for responding to Freedom of Information Act requests on this subject. During the Church Committee investigation in 1975, searches for MK Ultra related material were made by examining both the active, and retired records of all branches of CIA, considered at all likely to have had association with MK Ultra documents. The retired records of the budget and the fiscal section of the branch responsible for such work were not searched. However, this was because financial papers associated with the sensitive projects such as MK Ultra are normally maintained by the branch itself under the project file by the budget and fiscal section. In the case at hand, however, the newly located material was sent to the Retired Record Center in 1970. The material escaped retrieval and destruction in 1973, by then retiring director of office, as well as discovery in 1975 by CIA officials responding to Senate investigators. So this right here, what this guy's reporting on is the only evidence in existence. It was the only thing not destroyed, okay? So this is it right here, you guys. This guy's report is all we have left of MK Ultra, and he tells you their code of conduct. They keep no records, so it's still going on, and there's no way to prove it is or isn't. The bulk of the material he found consists of approvals for advance of funds, vouchers, accountings, which are not very informative as the nature of activities that were undertaken, occasional project proposals or memoranda, blah, 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 blah. The recovered documents fall roughly into 3 categories. First, there are 149 MK Ultra sub-projects. Oh my gosh. You guys see that? They're running 149 programs in the MK Ultra category. 149 different psyops under the MK Ultra program. That's mind-blowing right there, you guys. Wow. Let's keep going. Some of which appear to have some connection with research into behavioral modification, drug acquisition, and testing, or administering drugs surreptitiously. I got to Google that word real quick. Surreptitiously. What's that word mean, you guys? What's that word mean? I didn't get it. Somebody hit me in the comment section. I know one of you guys know what it means. How do I spell it? 2 R's EP. Let's see if Google will find it. Okay, here we go. A way that attempts to avoid notice or attention secretively. Okay, so that's what that means. I knew it was something nefarious and evil. With research into behavioral modification, drug acquisition, and testing or administering of drugs secretly. They were secretly dosing people with drugs. Britney Spears, Kanye West. I'm sure people in the military got hit with MK Ultra. Second, there are 2 boxes of miscellaneous MK Ultra papers, including audit reports and financial statements from cutout intermediary funding mechanisms used to conceal CIA's sponsorship of various research projects. Okay, here's a big one, you guys. Besides the whole MK Ultra point, to conceal the CIA's sponsorship of various research projects. So this right here is what this tells us, is that the CIA, which we all know this, some people don't. The CIA has fake companies. Do you see what I'm saying? That sponsor certain agendas, certain programs. Do you see what I'm saying? Like maybe the CIA had something to do with the We Buy Gold stores popping up all over the U.S. Maybe they use fake front companies. They do that with everything. I'm just giving you one example, right? The CIA uses fake fronted companies that pretend to be in public domain, you know what I mean? And they're not. They're owned by the government. Joe Rogan. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Finally, there are 33 additional sub-projects. So, okay, so right now that puts us at a total of 182, you guys. 182 total sub-projects under MK Ultra. So not only are they running MK Ultra, but it consists of 182 different mind control programs, all right? It started in the 60s. They've been doing this forever. Previously funded under MK Ultra, which have nothing to do with either behavioral modification, drugs, and toxins, or with any other related matters. We have attempted to group the activities covered by the 149 sub-projects into categories under descriptive headlines in broad outline. At least, this presents the contents of these files. The activities are placed in the following 15 categories. Ooh, we're going through these. We're going through these. Let me make sure you guys can see. I can scroll up a little bit. I gotta scroll back. All right. Research into the effects of behavioral drugs and or alcohol. So you see the keyword, right? Behavioral drugs and alcohol. It didn't say, what's the word? Fun drugs and alcohol. They're not talking about studying the effect of recreational drugs. That's the word I'm looking for. They're not talking about recreational drugs. They are talking about behavioral drugs. You can switch out behavioral with mind control drugs, okay? That's number one. 17 sub projects probably not involving human testing in that category. 14 sub projects definitely involving tests on human volunteers. And here's where it gets scary. 19 sub projects probably including tests on human volunteers while not known. Some of these sub projects may have included tests on unwitting subjects as well. You guys know what unwitting means, right? Let's see what Google says, just so I know what it means, but let's get the actual definition. Unknowing, unconscious, unsuspecting, oblivious, unaware, innocent. So, I think that ties into gang stalking, right? If people are unknowingly, secretly having behavioral, i.e. mind control drugs put in their body and don't know it, I'd say that's gang stalking. A little bit, right? You see where I'm going with it? You guys see where I'm going with it? Okay, but let's keep moving here. Unwitting subjects. Keyword, unwitting subjects. People who didn't know. 6 subjects involving tests on unwitting subjects. 6 sub-projects involving tests on, there it is again, more unknowing subjects. Halle Berry, Britney Spears, Kanye West, Michael Jackson, Macaulay Culkin, Joe Rogan, Gucci Man, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Who are some good ones, you guys? I mean, pretty much every talking head in the media on mainstream television might be unknowingly taking mind control drugs from the government. Who knows? It's crazy. It's disgusting. Research on hypnosis. Ooh, that's a good one. Research on hypnotizing them. So we're gonna hook them up with some drugs and we're gonna hypnotize them. This is all that conspiracy theory stuff, right? It's proof. It's proof. Every time I make a video about people being mind controlled and the monarch butterfly and the pineal gland, and I show the pictures of all the stars with the monarch butterfly, right? I'm crazy. I'm an idiot. I'm crazy. It's unbelievable. Can't be true. I've got facts from the government itself. I'll post a link in the description after the video. I can't do it right now because I'm using a different interface. I'm not on YouTube. So government, straight out of their mouth, right? Let's keep moving here. Research on hypnosis. 8 sub-projects, including 2 involving hypnosis and drugs in and drugs in combination. Ooh, that's a nasty one, right? Let's hypnotize them unknowingly and drug them with behavioral modification drugs. That's sick, man. They made one of the projects, they grouped it into acquisition of chemicals or drugs. 7 sub-projects. They're going out and getting the drugs, right? They got to get them from somewhere. They got whole buildings full of offices just to get drugs to test on people. Aspects of magician's art useful in covert operations. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see that? Now, this has, I don't know what magicians, I don't know in what context they're using the word magician, but look at the other half of the sentence, you guys. Art in useful covert operations. What's that? That's this, right? That's symbols that when you see them, you get triggered. That pyramid, the eye covered, the all-seeing eye, the Monarch butterfly. What's some more symbols? The MK Ultra diamond programming. In that recent video I did, you saw Britney Spears with the diamonds, right? With all the diamonds. Those are those symbols. Wow. So they've got a whole grouping of projects that just have to do with the magician's art. Trigger symbols, right? How do I pronounce this, you guys? Help me out. Surreptitious delivery of drug-related materials. What's this mean? Surreptitious? What's that? Secret, right? Secret or something? Sneaky? Let's see what surreptitious means. I know I'm butchering that word. You guys can laugh at me all you want. Kept secret, especially because it would not be approved of. Okay, so aspects of magician's art useful in covert operations. Surreptitious. So secret, covert, because it would not be approved of. Delivery of drug-related materials. Do they mean delivery as in delivering the drugs or administering the drugs surreptitiously? I don't know. But I'm going to break all this down in my free time. We're just having fun with it right now. Studies of human behavior, sleep research, and behavioral changes during psychotherapy. 9 sub-projects. So, sleep research, right? So, all these conspiracy theory videos where you see them talk about the MK Ultra, the sphenoid bone in the skull, and it all having to do with circadian rhythm, right? That's right here. That's this monarch butterfly. Isn't this like a certain circadian rhythm right now as it's in its shell compared to when it hatches? So this right here, and then also our own circadian rhythm, right? Our sleep, our subconscious mind. Man, this is scary stuff. Dude, every video YouTube ever demonetized that I've made about MK Ultra, like I need to forward them this link to the .gov website. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, remonetize all my stuff because none of it was wrong. None of it was false. None of it was made up lies. None of it was conspiracy theories. You can go read all the info yourself on a .gov website, right? So remonetize all my videos. I want everything remonetized. You know what I mean? Like, when they demonetized it and I didn't have any facts or any proof, you know what I mean? That's cool. That's all good. But I've got proof. I want all my videos remonetized, and I want paid in a lump sum all the back money. I'm just playing, you guys. I know they ain't doing nothing for me. They'll delete the channel if I get crazy, right? I could try and send them a mean letter. They'll just delete the channel. But all right, let's keep moving. I wanted to look up psychotherapy, right? I mean, I get the idea what psychotherapy is, but let's see what Google says it is. Exactly. The treatment of a mental disorder by psychological rather than medical means. Okay, we'll research that later. Library searches and attendance at seminars and international conferences on behavioral modification. Okay, so that meant they were spending money to have their agents go study in the field of behavioral modification. You know what I mean? Whatever that is. Punishment, drugs, repetition, torture. You know, that could be anything. They were trying to learn as much as they could on how to control people's behavior. Motivational studies. Studies of defectors. Assessment and training techniques. So there's something to know. When you defect, I don't know if defectors, if it means defectors as in MK Ultra subjects that wake up, or if it means defectors as in CIA operatives that defect. I don't know. Let's keep going though. They're studying everybody. Polygraph research sub-projects, so they're giving them lie detectors too. Funding mechanisms for MK Ultra external research activities. Excuse me. Research on drugs, toxins, and biologicals in human tissue. In human tissue, you know what that means? I think that has something to do with maybe trying to drug induce people through the skin. I don't know, making like secret spy drugs or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hold on, I'm trying to get it to where I'm not blocking. Research on drugs, toxins, and biologicals in human tissue. Provision of exotic pathogens and the capability to incorporate them in effective delivery systems. Oh, I was right. Effective delivery systems. Researching drugs, toxins, and biologicals in human tissue. They were finding ways to hit MKUltra subjects with the chemicals through the skin. So, put a little whatever they're using on your doorknob, right? You get to your house, you open your door, and bam! You're back in an MKUltra catatonic state, and you didn't even know it. You started to wake up. They don't even gotta show up and have you put up a struggle. They'll just drug you from miles away and come get you when you're passed out, right? I know I'm just playing into it. I'm trying to give this little excitement for you guys, right? What's next? Exotic pathogens and the capability to incorporate them in effective delivery systems. 11. Activities whose objectives cannot be determined from available documentation. Cannot be determined. Okay, so their grouping 11 were activities that were going on, and they didn't know what the objectives of them were. So that's got 3 sub-projects that they've listed. Things they couldn't figure out why they were doing them, what they were doing. There wasn't enough documents to talk about it. 12. Sub-projects involving funding support for unspecified activities connected with the Army's Special Operations Division at Fort Detrick. Ooh! So the Army's involved with MKUltra. There's another big fact we just got, right? Right? Activities, sub-projects involving funding support for unspecified activities connected with Army Special Ops. So the Army was involved. Special Operations soldiers. Whoa, this gets deep, you guys. Hypnosis. Why is that word not coming out? Hypnosis. Drug delivery through the skin. Unwitting subjects. And Army Special Forces. Let me tell you something. I know Army Special Forces. I wasn't Special Forces. All I did was go to air assault school at Fort Campbell, you know what I mean? And to get them jump boots and them air assault wings on my uniform, right? I never did any special operations stuff. But I know soldiers who were special operations. Let me tell you, them guys weren't like us, you know what I mean? I was young when I was in the military. I was having fun. I was drinking. I was doing drugs. I was partying. Special operations dudes, they were elite already. You know what I mean? They were chiseled out of stone, their bodies in perfect shape, perfect mental health. You know what I mean? They weren't doing drugs. They might drink occasionally. Training all the time. They were making big money too, you guys. They were getting paid more than like an average soldier. I'm sure they had special contracts where they got per mission type bonuses and things like that. Dude, Army Special Forces is pretty elite. So if they're working with the Army Special Forces, let me tell you what that means. That means these people that they're testing with MKUltra, dude, they've got straight G.I. Joe showing up at their door, putting a bag over their head and dragging them back to a secret house or safe house or military building and running these tests on them. Like, this is deep. Like, jonxarmy, I'm in pretty good shape, right? I eat healthy, I work out. Man, they hit me with a chemical on the door that leaks through my skin, and 4 special ops soldiers show up at my house to take me away. Come on, let's be honest. If they want me, they got me, right? Right? Are you guys picturing this, right? Like, I'm working out 10 hours a week still. Ask Sabrina if you don't believe me. I'm working out like 2.5 hours every other day, plus running 6-7 miles a week, right? So I think I'm pretty strong and pretty good shape. Man, if I think they could take me if they wanted me, imagine what they could do to people who aren't healthy, who aren't living right, who aren't working out, who don't have military training. You know what I mean? That's a scary thought, you guys. And there's another big fact, man. They're working with Army Special Forces. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Where are we at? Testing and maintaining biological agents and delivery systems for use against humans as well as animals and crops. Dang! These declassified MK Ultra documents are hitting us with everything, right? With crops. Are they working on putting something in the food to keep us all calm and brainwashed? Yeah, I know you guys. Me and Deborah speak through email. She'll email me. I will definitely. Deborah's always got my full attention. Through crops, you guys. Testing and maintaining biological agents and delivery systems for use against humans as well as against animals and crops. Wow. Animals and crops. Did they mean animals as in drugs for your dog when they show up with special forces soldiers to drag you out of the house? Or do they mean animals as in cattle that's raised for food? Dude, I think they're putting chemicals in everything. I mean, we know about the fluoride. We know about this other stuff, right? Hey, quit trolling me, Cynthia. I don't want to take no fluorinated shower. Don't even make me think about it. I see you over there in the chat. Wow. Dude, I'm going to have to go through all this paperwork with a fine-tooth comb, you guys. The objectives of these sub-projects cannot be identified from the recovered material, beyond the fact that the money was to be used where normal funding channels would require more written or oral justification than appeared desirable for security reasons, or where operational considerations dictated short lead times. 11,000 was involved during this period, 1953 to 1960. All right, let me scroll down a little bit for you guys. Can you guys see 13? Nope, that was too much. Almost see 13, right? There we go. All right, single sub-projects in such areas as electroshock. Oh, look at the next one. Look at the next one. Hey, take out harassment techniques for offensive use and put in there gang stalking. Single sub-projects in such areas. Number 13. Oh, wow, this is about to get crazy, but hold on, let me jump back up here. Number 13, single sub-projects in such areas as effects of electroshock, comma, harassment techniques for offensive use. All you guys who say you're targeted individuals and you're being gang stalked, make sure you come back to this video and get this link out of the description. Go right to the government's website. There's your proof. You want to take them to court, you want to sue them, you want to get loud about it? There's your proof. Harassment techniques for offensive use. I'm telling you, this MK Ultra goes hand in hand with gang stalking. Yeah, like Krista York, you just said in the comment section, all this makes sense. You're right. It's this paper is taking so many of these things that I've been making videos about, and it's tying them all together. This Senate hearing report is like painting a whole picture for us, right? I'm starting to understand what's going on specifically. Wow. Oh my, you guys don't even look at 14 yet. Don't even cheat and look at 14. Dude, everything I've made videos about is all in this paperwork. I'm telling you, all these conspiracy theories that I get demonetized for, dude, I'm getting demonetized because they're real. You know what I mean? I thought I was getting demonetized because I didn't have any proof. Because I could have been just making things up and dumbing down the population on accident. No, it's all real. That's why I'm getting demonetized for everything. I'm surprised this live stream's still up. Let's get back to 13. I'll quit what I'm doing. I'll keep it moving. All right, hold on. Analysis of extrasensory perception. Analysis of extrasensory perception. What does that mean? Hearing? It don't mean psychic perception, does it? I don't know. We're going to have to get into this deeply later. Gas-propelled sprays and aerosols and 4 sub-projects involving crop and material sabotage. Man, MK Ultra's dark. Dark. Now look, let's come to 14. 1 or 2 sub-projects, each involving blood grouping research. Blood grouping, right? I don't know how much you guys have got into all these crazy MK Ultra topics, but a lot of people have been saying it has to do with blood type. It has to do with blood type. It's a certain blood type that they can, this monarch butterfly, that they can mind control, right? That's easiest, or I don't know, but I don't want to go too far off the facts here. Controlling the activity of animals. Energy storage and transfer in organic systems. Okay, hold on. So storing energy in what? Cells or DNA? And transferring that energy in cells and DNA. Dude. Oh, hold on. Everything, the whole picture is coming together right now. Energy storage and transfer in organic systems. That wouldn't be like consciousness transfer. Like if you listen to B.O.B. talk about cloning, B.O.B. says they're not cloning them. They're switching consciousness. They're trading consciousness. I think that's what that's about. I think that's what it's about. Wow. Number 15. 3 sub-projects canceled before any work was done on them, having to do with laboratory drug screening, research on brain concussion, and research on biologically active materials to be tested through the skin on human volunteers. Yeah, I wonder why that wasn't done. They probably couldn't get no volunteers back then. People weren't greedy and dumb like they are now. Volunteer for a chemical on my skin? No way, honey. I don't care how much they'd pay me. Now, as to how much new the recovered material adds to what has previously been reported to the Church Committee and to Senator Kennedy's subcommittee. What is the Church Committee? I'm going to have to research that later, too. On health on these topics. The answer is additional detail for the most part. The names of previously unidentified researchers and institutions associated on either a witting or unwitting basis. Unwitting, there's that keyword again, right? Unknowingly, just say unknowingly, with MK Ultra activities. The names of the CIA officials who approved or monitored the various sub-projects. Some new substantive material is also present. Details concerning proposals for experimental and clinical testing associated with various research projects. However, the principal types of activities included here, for the most part, either have been outlined to some extent or generally described in what was previously available to the CIA in the way of documentation. You guys, hold on. Let's pause for a second here. We're on page 6, you guys, of 127. I don't have time to do this today on stream. What I'm going to do is, first of all, I want everybody to hit that like button. Hit the like button, because the more likes I get, the more Google's algorithm will feature this video, which, yes, the more I will get paid, and I need it. I got bills to pay, and it doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button. And the more people will see it, because the more likes a video gets, if you guys don't know, the more it gets featured in areas of YouTube. So the more likes I get, the more people are going to see this video. And yeah, I don't mind getting paid. I got a lot of bills, right? But anyway, so I hope you appreciated this live stream. I'm going to click end right now. And as soon as I click end, I'm going to go over to YouTube, and I'm going to post the link to the .gov website right where this is at. So all you'll have to do is go to the description of this video and click the link. It will take you to the government's website, and you will be able to go through 127 pages of declassified MK Ultra paperwork on your own. I know I'm probably going to be spending the next 2 weeks going over that, looking up words, researching the subcategories, trying to figure this all out. But I mean, you guys, we're only on page 6. Page 6, and look at all the... I got to decompress for the rest of the day and research all these projects before I even get to page 7. That's a ton of freaking info, you guys. So anyway, also check out the link in the description for my Teespring store. All my videos get demonetized. So yes, I'm trying to sell t-shirts. I get half of the money for every t-shirt you buy, and it goes to keeping on the lights around here, keeping the family fed. So I appreciate any of you guys that help me out. I'm jonxarmy. Please make sure to like this video, and everybody have a great weekend, and I'll see you back tomorrow.